A very big hello to my chutku party out there. I hope all my dear children are in good josh. Yes, so today I'm going to talk about the roadmap that you guys need to follow from the month of October to the month of February for scoring really good in your boards. But you know what? Any teacher can come over here, can give you a plan. You need to realize one very important thing, and that is you are the hero or the heroine of this story. You are the person who need to follow it, and not just that, you need to follow it consistently. And I'll start off this video with the story of one such hero. So this hero's name was Abdul. Okay, he was a small child and he was very ambitious. The only sad thing which was there is that he was not financially that strong. He was poor, which is why it was very difficult for him to go to school and manage the other things out there. So he thought that, okay, I'll sell newspapers. So every morning he used to go around and sell newspapers, my dear children. Some days he liked it, some days obviously he didn't like it, because it was not just about selling newspapers, but he also had to study. And for that, you know what he did? He planned. He always had a plan. Okay, for the next day, whatever I'm gonna do, I have made a plan and things like that. That's what his life was. And then one day, when he grew up, he got into one of the best colleges of Madras, which is there in Tamil Nadu, right? He got in there and it was kind of surprise. From nowhere to somewhere very big. And he had got scholarship, this and that. That's how he managed. And then again he grinded. He kept on grinding. He had a perfect plan. He followed it consistently, my dear children. And then he became the 11th president of India. And this little Abdul that we are talking about is none other than Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. He said that excellence is not a result of an accident. It's not, you cannot accidentally score good. That's not possible. You cannot accidentally top board examination. That's not possible, my dear children. It's about how hard do you work. Do you have a plan or not? So excellence is a process, and you have to be there throughout each and every step of this process, my dear children. And over here, these things that you see from October to November to February, these are the small steps that you need to follow very consistently. So now I'll go ahead and talk about this particular plan that I have in my mind. You can make changes according to you. I do not know how much you have studied until now, how much you have not. So you can make your own little changes out there, but please follow your plan consistently. So October is a month where you have Diwali now coming up there, and then you comes November, and by your month of December you would be having most of us have their pre-boards. Some of them have their pre-boards in the month of November as well. Most of them have their first pre-board in the month of December. So your target should be to complete one difficult chapter and one medium chapter. Difficult as in difficult for you, but it is of high weightage. And one medium chapter as well in a day. Now this, suppose you have taken, this chapter is of SST, then this can be science. In that way you're balancing. And apart from that, you have to invest at least 45 minutes, at least I'm telling, okay, at least 45 minutes of your time for the subject mathematics. Okay, now I have kept a day off over here, gap. Why? Because obviously this difficult chapter you may not be able to complete it fully within a day, which is why you can stretch it up for the next day. Similarly, this medium chapter also you can stretch it up for the next day. That is why you have a gap over here. Again, you do the same thing. You pick up a difficult chapter. This time we will be picking up from science, because we picked up from SST previously, and the easy one could be from SST. Here it's easy. So every time you study difficult medium, your brain won't be able to store a lot of things, which is why we have medium, EC, and then again medium. Again, my dear children, this day also you would be having 45 minutes of what? Mathematics. Even in gap days, Okay, even in gap days, make sure you are going through maths, because in that way it will be you won't forget mathematics. For some people, for most of the children out there in 10th grade, maths and physics are something that they find difficulty in, which is why I'm telling you, include mathematics every single day. Suppose on this day you do not want to invest 45 minutes, at least 30 minutes can you do that, but you should be having mathematics every single day. Now again you have a gap, and again you have a difficult and a medium chapter, again a gap. This is something that you can follow in the month of October as well as November. Now ma'am, Diwali is coming, how will I study? Okay, can I do one thing? Can you at least spare 2 hours of your day? Just 2 hours out of 24 hours that you have, spare just 2 hours of your day. Okay, in that 2 hours you have 1 hour for maths, 1 hour for mathematics, and this 1 hour you can split into 30 minutes if at all you want, or probably you can go alternate 30 minutes of SST and 30 minutes of science. And I know sometimes it does not work. Within 30 minutes nothing can happen for some people out there. So yes, so in one day you can focus on SST, and the next day you can focus on science. That can also be done. But remember, there should be no zero day. I have made a video on this and I have told you there should be no zero day. Every single day you need to study something out there. So in this way you are actually covering the same thing. So difficult chapter, medium chapter, and maths is already there. So over here, rather than taking difficult chapter, you can take easy chapter also if at all you want. During Diwali, only during Diwali. But I love if at all you can be consistent with this plan itself. It would hardly take 1, 2, and mathematics again 40. So 1 hour and 45 minutes. So 2 hours 45 minutes, or max to max 3 hours a day in your Diwali vacation. I don't think that's a big deal, right? We can. Early morning when we wake up, we can give 1 hour for mathematics, and probably near evening time we can spare 2 hours for both of these subjects as well. Try it. Okay, try it and you will get to know. Well, before I go any way ahead with the next thing, I want to tell you that if at all you have not subscribed to the channel yet, subscribe to it right now. Why? Because we are going to give you rapid revision videos, which will be short videos and which would cover your entire syllabus, my dear children. And you do not have to go on looking for any other videos out there which is there in YouTube. You can just focus on this and score really great marks. And we are also going to launch one very important thing, and that is 5 marks in what? 5 minutes out there. So you just need to spare your 5 to 6 minutes out there, and we are going to make sure that you get those 5 marks in your examination. So 2 things are going to come, both of them equally very important. So as of now we were in the formation stage, but now we are here with the whole team out there. You just need to subscribe to the channel for getting all the updates. And if you're worried that, ma'am, will I get the notes of the things that we are studying as well? The answer is yes. You can just follow us on our WhatsApp channel. The link will be given in the description box. So that's the story for October and November. Now, whenever you pick up a chapter, obviously you have to look for certain things. Okay, ma'am, I'm studying a chapter. You can focus on your NCERT if at all you're getting stuck. The first thing that you have to do is watch a one-shot video. And as of now, as I said, we are going to bring rapid revision, which could also be enough. Now again, then you go back. After watching the one shot, then go back and read your NCERT. But reading NCERT is a must. Okay. And after that, whatever you have studied, make a one-pager summary of it. I tell it in every single video. I'll continue to do so, because this one-pager summary could be your lifesaver later on during your exams. When you have one day before your exams, you do not have time to look out through all the notes out there. This one-pager summary is going to be of help. Now after that, you have to solve some questions, some previous year questions. So every study session should at least contain 5 previous year questions. That's when you say that I have studied in my SST block or in my science block. When you studied a concept, when you summarized in one page, and then later, my dear children, you solved the previous year question, at least 5 of them. This is how you need to cover the chapters. This flow should be there. If at all you're missing out of anything, your study is incomplete. Especially this is very important, because I'm telling you, my dear children, in your 10 boards, most of the concepts are going to get repeated. It's just the question format that is going to change. the concepts would be the same. So make sure you're going to the previous year question paper at least 5 in each session. Okay, I hope that's done. Now the next thing out there is that when to do revision. That is also a question. So suppose today you are studying a concept, I request you within a gap of every 3 days, you have to go and revise it. Ma'am, how will I revise it? That paper that you made, that 1-page summary, this is what you're going to use for your revision. Works? So that is how you need to revise. And then Sundays you would be having, so this is the plan for the whole week out there. You would be definitely having Sundays, right? So this is 6 days plan. On Sundays you can extensively go around revising thing. So Sunday have a break time as well. Sunday have some break, enjoy with your family, but make sure you're picking up those 1-page summary out there and you are revising it. So for example, whatever you studied over here, after 3 days in this particular day's time period, you're blocking 30 minutes of your time and you're revising it. Again, whatever you studied over here, you are revising it. Now you will forget the older things that you have revised. So on Sunday you would have a major revision out there. And while you revise, make sure again you are solving those questions that you practiced over here, because no revision is complete without question practice. Revision is not just reading, underlining, things like that. It's also putting into practice. So whatever questions that you have picked up, the 5 questions that you picked up in every study session, in that mark 1 question. Write it somewhere. Question number 5, question number 2. Okay, you marked it. Now on this particular day, you want to resolve those questions so that you have a better memory of it. Can we do that? Yes? So yes. So that's how we need to do. Now when we go ahead with the month December to Jan. Now this is the time for real mock drill. So when there was tension happening between India and Pakistan recently, my dear children, we all heard about mock drill, right? So what we should do when the actual thing comes up. So that is a mock drill. Similarly over here, by the month of February, you would be having your boards started, right? By the mid-Feb. So December to Jan, you might be having your pre-boards, and that's like a mock drill. And over here, I'll tell you to please take pre-boards very, very seriously. Why? Because it's more or less, it gives you an idea of whether you will be able to perform in that 3 hours which is given to you. But it's not just about learning a lot of things. It's also about executing it in the form of answers. So are you able to answer it properly or not? So when you are there, sitting there seriously, all prepared mentally, when you give that examination, you get an idea where do you stand. So over here, please take it seriously, and before attempting pre-boards, you need to start solving full-length previous year paper. Have a paper, solve it. Okay, 1 day, 1 paper. At least solve 1 day, 1 paper. The next day, see whatever mistakes that you're doing. Remember, if at all you're not learning from your mistakes, you're gonna do that mistake again. That is just going to be a mistake. Okay, I have told that in the previous video. A mistake, when do you think a mistake actually becomes a mistake? When you repeat it. Okay, if you're doing it again, that's a mistake. So don't do that. Sit with the paper, see where are you getting things wrong, and you do not need to write the entire answers, at least the keywords out there. Write it and put a timer as well. Okay, and apart from that, in this particular month, you should have that 1-page summary. If at all you had not made for any chapters, make it. It is going to help you really, really well, this particular 1-page summary. And while making 1-page summary, you should not look at your NCERT and make it. Think by yourself. Read your NCERT first, think by yourselves, and then make this 1-page summary out there. Apart from that, have your formula sheets ready, and please practice diagrams, because I'm telling you, my dear children, you are not going to get time for doing all this thing during your boards. And I do not want you to be in a panicky situation, which is why I'm telling you, be prepared for it right now. December to January is your real mock drill. Only previous year question, nothing else. Previous year question papers are enough for your revision. And make the 1-page summary with the formula sheets and the diagrams, whichever is necessary. That's all. It's all sorted. So this is a plan. Obviously, you would have all the other things around you. You might have some extra coachings, this and that. So I do not want to come in between that. You can alter the plan. The only thing that I am telling you is that please be consistent with whatever plan that you have. And always there should be, remember this thing, there should be no 0 day. You must study for 10 minutes, good. You must study for 20 minutes, good. There is no day where you are not studying anything at all. However lazy you are, you have to study something, my dear children, on that particular day. that maintains the consistency, and you're gonna really feel proud of yourselves. I'm telling you. Okay, so that's all. I do not want to go ahead with anything else. Just one final reminder: if at all you have not subscribed to the channel yet, subscribe to it right now, because we are the people who give all the subjects in one channel, and we have 27 plus years of legacy of my dear children. So this might be a new channel, but this is not a new foundation company. Okay, it's a very old company with 27 years of legacy of what? Success. And most of us over here have that experience to teach all of you guys to make sure that you win the race in your board examination and go beyond that. Dream beyond your boards. Okay, and also we teach in English, and so that it's very easy for all of you, so that there's no language barrier coming in between. Okay, so there is North India, South India, West, East, so many things are there. So English being a language that at least most of us can understand, we thought we'll start off with this. But if at all you have an idea for anything else, put it down in the comment section as well. Okay, so this is both for CBSE and ICSE students. Do not forget to hit on the subscribe button right now if at all you have not. And as I said, wait for tomorrow's rapid revision and the 5-minute 5-marker session. Wishing you all the best. Lots of love from JJ ma'am. Take care.